if first of all you could bring us up to speed with the latest team news ahead of tomorrow's game.
The update are that I think the squad practically is the same. I don't want to take a risk on Seamus Coleman, that is quite ready and fit, but we prefer to let him out for this game and be ready for the next game on Saturday. We have out James that is starting his individual rehab, and we will check him day by day. And also Delph is out. The others are all okay.
On James, is there a chance that he could be fit for the weekend, or is it going to be longer term?
I don't know. As I said, we have to check day by day. It's not an important problem, easy problem, and day by day we will check. Maybe if he's not available on Saturday will be available on next Wednesday.
Okay, looking back to the weekend win, a clean sheet with a makeshift defence. Given the injury news coming into this game against Leicester, we could at least envisage the defence being the same. If that's the case, how difficult is it to play against Leicester City and the problems posed by someone like Jamie Vardy?
It is really difficult. They have a good squad, a good team, above all in front. They have players fast, really good in counter-attack. So we want to have a good result against Leicester. We have to do the same performance as we did against Chelsea. Defend well, be focused there, and to avoid, don't let them possibility to play in counter-attack.
I was looking through Leicester's results, and I think you can count in all competitions this season on one hand the amount of teams that have held them to one goal or less. Are they one of the most dangerous teams in front of goal in the Premier League this season?
No, they are playing a really efficient attacking football because they have players with quality, they have players fast, they have a fantastic striker that is Vardy that is used to score every single game. So I think that the best quality that they have is the fact that their style of attack, it is really efficient.
If I could ask you about a meeting that's taking place tomorrow at IFAB when they're going to discuss this idea of introducing concussion substitutes in football. If they agree it, then we're led to believe the Premier League will discuss it later in the week. Is that a good thing in your mind? What are your views on it?
I think that everything is done for welfare of the player is okay for me. I think we have to be focused there. The welfare of the players is one of the most important part that we have to take in consideration.
And just a final question from me, Carlo. I know you put out a tweet on social media yesterday regarding the passing of Gerard Houllier. Would you like to say a few words about him?
Well, I met him not a lot of time, but all the time that I met him, it was really nice, really kind. He did really well in football. He showed always a good image, a respectful man, in my opinion, and I am so sad for this.
Absolutely. Thank you, Carlo.
Thank you.
Pete Colley from Premier League Productions, please.
Hi, Carlo.
Hi. I'm ready.
Can you hear me?
Yeah?
You hear me okay?
Yeah.
Good. I was looking, it was a very good win against Chelsea. And obviously, knowing I was speaking to you, I've been scanning a lot of the press about it. There seems to be a massive focus on Chelsea losing the game. Do you think maybe that Everton haven't got the credit that you deserve?
No. No, I think that I think it made more rumors the defeat of Chelsea than the victory of Everton, and this is quite normal. Chelsea is a fantastic team. used to fight for the top, and it was a little bit surprised the defeat. But from our side, we were really satisfied for the performance.
Changing people's opinions, do you think, of Everton, that you can beat teams like Chelsea?
As I said, we are not. I think that we are still not at the same level of these teams. We are working on this. The fact that we competed with Tottenham, we competed with Liverpool, we had a good result with Chelsea, is important for us. That means that we are not so far to the top, but we have to understand that we are not still there. We have to work for this.
Now, facing Leicester, you've still got quite a lot of the players there that won the title back in 2016, which was quite a shock here, as you can imagine. I think you were at Bayern at the time. How was that viewed in Europe? A little team like Leicester winning the Premier League.
It's the beauty of this sport, that this sport is the result of this sport is unpredictable, and so can happen that Leicester won the title at that moment. It's more difficult now than 20 years ago, because I think the financial aspect affect the sportive result, but sometimes it's really good to see that a small team is able to win the Premier League.
Were you surprised? Were you shocked? I mean, were you pleased for Ranieri?
I was really pleased. Claudio Ranieri is a good friend of mine, and so we were really pleased that he was able to win.
It's a crazy year. It's looking like an unpredictable league as well, with Liverpool and Manchester City a little bit off the pace. Could this be done again? Do you think where a smaller team wins the Premier League?
I'm sure that it will be unpredictable season. The result in this period and since when we started means this, that is unpredictable. Every team, every game is really, really difficult, really, really complicated. There are a lot of surprises, and so it can be. It's difficult today to say who is gonna win. The table is really compact, and fortunately Everton is there. This is good for us.
Last one from me. Jamie Vardy on Sunday against Brighton. He had 9 touches in the first half. He scored a goal. He set 2 up, and he hit the post. What sort of striker does that make him, do you think? I mean, you've worked with some of the best strikers in the world. Where do you place him?
This is the quality of the striker. To score goal, you don't have to touch a lot of time the ball. I think that Vardy is a great example of this. It's enough one touch to score a goal. You don't need to, and more touch you do, and more difficult you have possibility to, you have more difficulties to score. I think that Calvert-Lewin understood this very well.
James Mountford, please.
Hi Carlo, good afternoon.
Ciao.
Big performance from Gylfi Sigurdsson at the weekend against Chelsea. He only started one of the first 5 Premier League games, so I wondered how did he respond to that? And how big a performance was that on Saturday for him personally?
I agree. He did well. He did really well. He supported the team defensively, offensively. His performance was good. He didn't start a lot of game, but all the time he played, and he played also a lot of parts of the game. He did well. I am satisfied. He can improve, I think, his level, but in this moment he is okay.
Is the challenge for Gylfi to show those sort of performances on a consistent basis?
Everyone, yes, everyone knows that there is a lot of competition in the squad. This is normal because we have a lot of games, and above all in this period, I want to rotate more the players because the period is really busy.
And just one on Ben Godfrey, please. Played in an unorthodox left-back position, but how pleased have you been with him since he came from Norwich City?
Ben Godfrey is a good surprise for me because he's showing all his quality. He is a guy with a strong personality, humble quality, and so I think that we signed a really, really good defender.
We'll just take one from Carl and then we'll go to Louis, please.
Hi, Carlo.
Ciao.
We're still waiting for Gabanin to come back. I'm just wondering when he will come into your thoughts. I see a smile on your face there. You thinking maybe close?
I'm waiting too, honestly. I'm waiting too, and the player I think is desperate to come. I think that today is coming. We have a talk with him, with the doctor, and I think that we can start to look for him for the next year. That we hope that it can be a different year, because I think that the guy had a lot of problem. He suffered a lot, and every one of us hope that 2021 will be fantastic for him.
Could we expect him seen before the end of the year, though, in December, do you think?
I don't think so, but the important is to start to train with the team.
One from Louis as well, please.
Hello, Carlo. How are you?
I'm fine, you?
Very good, very good, very good. Thank you. My first question is, could you give us more details about the recovery of James? Which stage he is? Because you said that it was a small problem, but now it's the second game in a row that he cannot be in.
He started yesterday his individual training session, and as I said, we have to check him day by day because it's not a big problem, and so day by day he can start to train with the team, and when he starts to train in the team, it means that he will be able to play. We have to look at him for Saturday or for next Wednesday.
Okay, and the last one is, could you give us one line about the Jerry Mina's performance? How he improved his level, or are you happy with his level at the moment?
I am happy with this level. He's doing better. He had some problem in some games, but now he's more focused, more concentrated. He's playing with confidence. No, I am satisfied.
Okay, thank you. That's the